What's going on, everyone? Mile High back at it with another video. Today we've got a new dragon army, and it's pretty simple. You're gonna just, in your army camps, it's just nothing but dragons, and then you're gonna combine a short royal champion charge and zaps, which is kind of interesting because you usually see either a royal champion charge into dragons or zap dragons. You don't really see a combination of both, so I kind of wanted to mess around with it. And let me tell you, I took it into the Legend League today, and it actually works really well. You're going to use your Royal Champion charge just as basically a Sui at the beginning, and then you're going to see what's left and then use your zaps to take out more value on the base. So I'm going to do a friendly challenge to explain how it works, and then I'm going to get into my Legend League attacks. Alright, so what I'm doing with this is I'm not even looking for value in the base. I'm looking where the kane's at for this particular attack, because I want to send my Royal Champion over top of the kane and join him in with my Royal Champion. Because even if he doesn't get any value, he will tank for your Royal Champion and just make your timing on your Spirit Fox so much easier. So that's what we're going to do here. Go right over top of the kane. We'll pick him up with our Electro Boots, and we'll drop our first invis at 56. And now we can just let the Spirit Fox make her invisible again, and our kane will actually go out in front and tank, which just really helps you keep your Spirit Fox alive and helps with your timing. Unfortunately there, the Spirit Fox sat outside the invis for so long, so she is going to go down, unfortunately. So we're going to hit the ability here. Wasn't very well executed on my part. We're just going to pick up as much value as we can. And this is honestly worst case scenario, because I've attacked this base before and she actually went this direction and got that entire side. So yeah, this is definitely worst case scenario. So now we're going to look for the next best spot of value here. I'm thinking about taking out both Fire Spitters, which honestly is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take out both Fire Spitters here. Just get your Earthquake and your Zaps. We take out both Fire Spitters. So now I'm looking for a Queen Giant Arrow value. And I don't think I can get both air defenses. I might be able to. I might be able to hit two if I go from this angle here. And we do. We get both air defenses, which is perfect. We're going to drop the king up here to pick up the Giant. And now you don't even have to send your dragons into a specific funnel that you set. So honestly, I like to go into the next highest damage area of the base here. Obviously, I'm wasting time talking, so we might time fill here. But this is what I like to do. Since the other air defense is over here in that poison tower, the rest of the damage basically, I'm going to come in from here. We'll hit the Warden ability. Unfortunately, we might take one shot from that sweeper. Now we're going to rage, and we're going to drop our blimp on the TownHall. We'll take out the TownHall. Now I'm looking for my king for the Earthquake Boots and Spike Ball. I'm honestly going to use it now to try to take out that scatter shot. Hopefully he can get in and take out that Expo before he goes down. But we might run into time issues here, because obviously I was moving really slow while I was trying to explain everything. Generally, you would do that a lot faster, obviously. But our Giant is beating on a wall. I'm not sure where he's even trying to go. There's nothing up there other than the minion prints. And unfortunately, I should have used a couple dragons up here as well. But like I said, when I was talking and I wasn't that focused. We have tons of dragons. And you could use the Rage Vial with this as well. I honestly prefer the Healing Tome though. And unfortunately, the king being the best air defense in the game, as usual. But it is nice. It actually pulled some of our dragons up there for cleanup. If we can ever get the king down and then get the minion prints down, then we might actually be fine on time still, since we got that nice split. Fortunately, we're taking tons of damage down here because of the multi-archer tower and the multi-inferno. We do lose a dragon to a Seeking Air Mine, which sucks. We still have tons of dragons alive here. And all of our drags died at the top. I'm not sure what they ran into. But yeah, we're definitely going to time fill here. But I was attacking very slow, and I didn't spread the dragons out as much as I normally would. And try to avoid dropping your heroes into the enemy disarmer. Definitely be using your dragons to deal with the disarmer if you can at all help it. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a time fail. But I was just trying to explain kind of how we use the attack anyway. So let's go hop into my Legend League attacks. Alright, on to a Legend League replay. This guy actually has his army camps in the middle to where I can't really trigger the disarmer and stuff. And I don't want to trigger it anyway. But the Kane was up here at the top. So we're going to send our Royal Champion up from the top like I explained in that friendly challenge. And he's going to beat through the wall. He's going to basically one-shot that Royal Champion with the help of our Royal Champion. So he's going to come back to his second stage now, and he'll just help pick up more value. When he goes to his second stage, you basically have double Electro Boots, so it's kind of insane. He's going to wreck that enemy yeeter, so we don't have to worry about it, and that's about all the value he's going to get. Didn't do too much, but like I said, it helped tank for the Royal Champion and the Spirit Fox. So now we can easily get more value out of our Royal Champion. Use the Haste Vial when there's more value to be had, and we're going to pick up that Fire Spitter, and then we will zap out the other Fire Spitter, which is really nice. Got good value out of that, as you see. Now you're looking for a Queen's Giant Arrow, and we shoot it down, trying to hit both air defenses. Unfortunately, we missed the bottom one, but we got the top one, so it'll still be enough value. Spam our dragons in over here. just because there's so much damage on this side. We still got the monolith. We want to get the monolith out of the way early, and we want to get both of these single infernos out of the way as soon as we possibly can. Perfectly timed warden ability catches the blimp, and as soon as your yetis come out of the blimp, you're going to rage them up just to secure the town hall takedown, and they can get any more value around the town hall if there is any. Not all bases have a ton of value around the town hall, but this one in particular has that inferno at least that we can pick up. We might even be able to get this air defense as well. Let's watch our yetis here for a second. If we can get that inferno and that air defense and the town hall, that was actually pretty insane from a yeti blimp. Just having one rage spell invested. Come on, yeti mites. And they do. They take out the air defense, which is really clutch. So you see here, there's nothing left in this base that can defend us. So we're just going to basically speed this up. Look how many dragons we have alive. So this is ideal how you execute the attack. Obviously, in my live attack on that friendly challenge, I executed really poorly and messed up my Royal Champion charge, and she really didn't get any value. But this is what it looks like if you do get good value out of your Royal Champion charge. It absolutely decimates the base. So that's another crushing 3-star. Let's go hop into another Legend League attack. All right, on to another attack here. Where's the Kane at? Okay, the Kane's down at the bottom. So we're going to drop next to the Kane here and path our Royal Champion to the mortar so she can pick up the Kane. He's going to go down quickly to the single inferno, but that's all right. We want to get that out of the way for sure. It's just going to help our Royal Champion stay alive, like I said. It's going to go down. He's going to go beat through another wall, which is actually honestly kind of nice. He's going to still have his second stage, so we're going to pick up nice value here. Unfortunately, we do have the king and the queen here, which are kind of going to wreck him, but our Royal Champion will be fine. And for some reason, he swings once on the king, and then the king walks into the invis, so he walks the other direction. He really didn't get that much value. Like I said, tanked for our Royal Champion. So Royal Champion and our Fox still full health, so we can get tons of value out of her. Hopefully pick up that air defense, and then after that, we really don't need anything else. So now I'm looking for zap value. And I'm going to take out the Fire Spitter, the multi-archer tower, and what was over there? Oh, the Poison Tower, which is actually really nice. That was good value. So you see we picked up tons of value over on this right side of the base. We shoot our giant arrow. We get one air defense. We were hoping to hit the second one, but like I said, I am one of the worst giant arrow shooters in all of Clash of Clans. So, yeah, don't do as I do. Oh, now that I look at it, I didn't even hit one air defense. I was trying to hit a sweeper in an air defense, I think. Or maybe I wasn't even looking at it this time. Maybe I was just trying to set the funnel, but that was not smart nonetheless. That was a really bad giant arrow. No value out of that giant arrow whatsoever. So yeah, this could have been even more crushed, obviously, but I screwed up my giant arrow really bad there. I don't know what I was thinking. But we fight off the disarmer over here, at least one of the stages. She's going to come back, make my troops backtrack. And for some reason, they made it so the disarmer can't hit air troops, but apparently that only applies on offense. Because look, this disarmer is killing my healers, now killing my dragons, so apparently only the offensive disarmer can't target air troops. Not sure why they decided to do that. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever to me, but whatever, I guess. It is what it is. Alright, so where are we at here? We have our queen still alive, we have some dragons at the bottom. Just this air defense here, and with air defense at the bottom, and a single inferno. So there is actually a lot of damage left on this base. I'm going to 2x through this. Obviously, if I could have taken out 2 air defenses with my giant arrow, would have been way better. I don't know what I was doing. Not sure. But yeah, this actually got really close because of it, but our queen takes out the air defense, and the dragon takes out the single inferno. So we get the 3-star nonetheless. Regardless of me being an idiot, it's still 3 stars. So that goes to show you, you can still make mistakes and still 3-star. Because like I said, I'm a pretty average player. So that's why I'm posting these. I'm not a pro player by any means. So just learn from me what not to do as well as what to do. I got one more Legend League attack here. The Kane's over here on the right. So that's where we're going to send our Royal Champion from. You don't have to do that. I just personally, in my testing, found that it works out pretty well. Especially if you can get some good pathing and keep both of them invisible for more time, you just get a lot of value. As you see, it helps melt through enemy heroes as well, so your Royal Champion doesn't get stalled up for so long. So we got a nice little push going in here. We should be able to take out this Inferno Tower. The Clan Castle, honestly, with basically having double Electro Boots here, is going to get wrecked. Unfortunately, it does go down, the Kane does. But now we can pop our RC ability, and she might even get the Town Hall, but no, there is an invis there, so we're not going to get the Town Hall. Maybe get the Monolith? Nope. Unfortunately, we don't get any of that. It was still decent enough value. So we're going to zap out here. We're going to get the Monolith, the Multi-Archer Tower. Or not the Multi-Archer Tower, the Multi-Gear. And I'm not sure what the other building was. But you see, that's lots of value. Queen Giant Arrow this time. We actually hit 2 air defenses. I finally didn't miss for once. I'm actually going to send my king in from up here, hoping his spiky ball can take out that other air defense. And that leaves us with no air defenses left on the base. Unfortunately, our spiky ball skips right past it and doesn't get that air defense. Honestly, that's alright though. So we're going to path through here. Basically, all the damage in the core is gone, except for that one fire spitter, which was really nice. If our queen could... Oh, if she would have taken a couple more shots and taken out that ricochet cannon first, that would have been ideal. We would delay the blimp a little bit here because I knew I was going to be fighting that air sweeper. So I wanted to delay as long as I could to get that healing tome to heal those dragons back up to full. And I knew it was going to be a bit of a struggle trying to get the blimp to the town hall from this angle. And unfortunately, the invis tower is back, but it's not going to matter because there's nothing really that's going to pull our yetis away. They're just going to beat on a wall until that goes away, so they'll be able to turn around and take that town hall out nonetheless. Fire spitter goes down. We have a nice split. We have a bunch of dragons down here with the giant. We have a big pack of dragons up here. The yetis take out the town hall. Yeti mites jumping over the walls, clearing everything in the back, and as you see, this one was much better executed, and this base was completely smashed. So as long as you get giant arrow value after you do a decent royal champion charge and get good zap value, there's just not that much base left that can really defeat your dragons. So as long as you don't make a monumental mistake, you're at least going to get high percentage. I haven't had any really bad attacks with this, so it's a really strong attack strategy. I really like it. I might take it into Legend League again in the next coming up day and just see how it works out for me. So let me know how this works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.